up, guys? Back with another video, and I hope you like this episode of DDG. I got something special for you guys. But first, before we get into the video, I would like for you guys to comment, subscribe, also hit the like button. Also, make sure you turn on your notifications so that your phone will let you know whenever I drop a new video. You guys be the first to view it and see it, comment on it, and let me know what you think. But today, I have a special treat for you guys. I just got a shipment in today. It came pretty fast, and I was not expecting it for another week or so, but this delivery came really quick. So I have something special, and I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to take you guys through the whole process of how I break down my cars once they come from China. So I'm about to give you guys the absolute from start to finish. So as you can see, this box is fully loaded with so much stuff. So many cars on the box, and as you can see, there's a lot on here. But in any case, let's open it to see what's in. Just make sure you guys can see, so that way everything is good. Okay, so this came in yesterday, and it came quicker than I expected. This is the Toyota Prado. In America, it's known as the Toyota Land Cruiser, or the Land Cruiser Prado, however you want to call it. But the Prado was made in China, and it has that name, and I mean, y'all know how it works. You know, in one part of the world, they have this name for it, and then in another part of the world, it has a different name. So, you know, as this being in China and in Japan as well, that this would be considered the Toyota Prado. Here in America, this would be the Toyota Land Cruiser. So, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of the Prado. It says the Prado may also be referred to as the Land Cruiser, the LC70, LC90, LC120, LC150, and LC250, depending on the platform. In some markets, it is known simply as the Toyota Prado, which is what it would be in China and Japan, or the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is what it would be here in America. Up until the J150 model, the Prado was not part of the Land Cruiser range in North America. The rebadged Lexus GS occupied the Prado's position in luxury trim. The Prado was then introduced there in 2023 and marketed simply as the Land Cruiser. You see what I'm saying? So when they rebadge it, they call this a Land Cruiser. So as you can see, in one part of the world it's the Prado, and another part of the world is the Land Cruiser. So as of 2023, the Prado is available in every Toyota market except Mexico, South Korea, and some Southeast Asian and South America markets. So you will more than likely will probably wind up seeing some Prados over here in North America now, because of the fact that they have that, that rule, where you can have something shipped over here after about 25 years. So this is one of those places where they can actually, where you can actually get them. And, now they've made it available so that you can. But as you can see, go ahead and take it out the box. Out of this styrofoam. But as you can see, it has some type of design on the side here. And this is what it comes with. Now, the early models like this is going to come with this design on the side. Also, I'm going to show you the colors that this is available in. They do have this in white. They have this in black. They have this in blue. And they have this in this goldenrod color. So I was waiting very much for the anticipation of this to be in the 124 phase, because they have these in the 132 scale, and I'm going to show you the pictures of them here, which shows the 132 scales. As you can see in the 132 scales, they don't have the design on the side, going down the side of the card. It's just plain color, on the, just plain solid color, no design on the side. That's the one I was hoping for when they unveiled the 124. I thought that when I first purchased this, I thought they was going to have different variations. They had different colors, but they did not have the ones with just the solid colors without the design on the side. And I thought that's what they were going to have. But it looks like so far, the only ones that they have is the one with the design on the side. But I think the next wave that they make, which is not going to be that long, the next wave that they make is going to be the one with the solid colors without the design on the side. So that's how they're going to do that. And of course, all the doors open on it. It comes with, as you can see, it comes with a piece where you can use it to open the doors. That way you don't have to use your hands and try to work so hard to get the doors open. And it helps. So it does help. Everything opens on it, as you can see. And all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys close up what this looks like. So here it is. You see it says Land Cruiser right there on the side. And it has a third row seat in the back. And as you can see, there's not a whole lot of detail on the interior. It's not a whole lot of detail. So as you can see, it's not a whole lot of detail. If you look under the hood there, you see it says Toyota. It's supposed to say Prado but you know how that goes. Sometimes they misspell it, and they do that for a reason. But you can see here where it has the engine and stuff. Let's see if we can look at the interior from here. Okay, there we go. Now we got a better look at it. You can see the screen right there has the Toyota symbol in the middle of the screen. And as I said, it has a third row seat. It has a sunroof. So, you know, it's really nice. Okay, let's close the back. We look at it here. It says Land Cruiser 2025. And then you can see where right here on the side it says Land Cruiser Prado. So, all in all, this is a very nice truck. I think this is a very nice truck. I was definitely anticipating on getting this. And that's the front. I was definitely anticipated on getting this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer, because I want you to see the process as far as what I do once I get the vehicle in my hand. I'm going to show you exactly how I break it down, so you can see personally how I pull it apart, as far as being able to take the gears out, because as you can see, it does have the pullback feature, which I really don't like. I don't like the pullback feature, and I think I've mentioned that before in one of my videos, that the pullback feature to me, I'm really not okay with that feature. So the first thing I do is pretty much flip it over. Okay, so it had this in it, so it may already have batteries. It may already come with batteries. Yes, it does. Okay, so I don't have to put batteries in it. That's a good thing. So now, another thing I do disable is the sound. You know, I'm not really cool with the sound. You know, I just like it to be, I just like for the lights to come on and everything else. But as far as the sound goes, you know, I always do away with the sound. The sound is just, it just throws everything off. So, you know, I usually just get rid of that. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking out the screws. Taking the screws out here so that I can open it up. And then you guys can see exactly how I break it down. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to get my other screwdriver to open it up, which will be this one. You know, and you know, like I said, I just like to, this is the process I go through with all of my models that I get from over there. Most times I already, like most of these models usually don't have batteries to begin with. So usually there's a process where I have to use batteries, because as you can see, I already got my batteries out you know, because I thought I was going to need them to put in once I took everything apart. But it looks like I don't need it. So that's done. So now let's go ahead and pull it apart. And as you can see, I have pulled the truck apart. And you can see the inside. And now, so we want to put this to the side for a second because we don't need that anymore. So this is the main emphasis right here. So this is where I start to work and pull everything apart. So I just pull this up because it sits in a okay. So now once I take that out, now as you can see, here is the speaker itself. And like I said, I don't, you know, just the sound features, I don't do well with that. You know, I just think it really takes away from the model. So I always tend to do away with the sound. So usually what I would do is I would take the speaker and disconnect the wires. Therefore, I don't have to use the sound. So when I press down on it, you can see that the lights and stuff still come on, but now there's no sound. You know, I just can't do with the sound. The sound just really kills everything. I just don't like the way it sounds. Okay, so now there are two more screws right here that I'm gonna have to take out to get to the gears. So let's go ahead and take those screws out. And let's pull them out here. Okay, there's another one here. So there's three screws. I didn't see that one in the front there. So now pull it out. There are the springs. So you have to remember to put those springs back, you know, when you getting ready to put the car back together. And when I open it, there is the gears. So remember I was telling you guys that in order to disable the pullback mechanism, I usually pull out about 2 to 3 gears out of here so that it does not do that anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver. It's a flathead. And I'm going to take these gears, these two gears here, this one and this one, and I'm going to pull those out and probably pull out this gear too. But these are the gears that I'm going to take out. So I usually just go down in there, and usually once you just stick it in there, it'll pop right out. Just pop right out, see? Pops right out. And that's one. And here's the other one. Pop that out. That's two. So that's another one there. And the final one is down at the bottom, which is the probably the biggest gear out of all of them. Sometimes it takes me some time to get this spring out because this spring sometimes is a little stubborn, but Sometimes you gotta play with it a little bit to get it out. Bam, there we go. So there's the third gear. So now you can see I took out a total of 3 gears. So you can see all 3 gears are right there in my hand. I take those out, and now I can put it back together, and then I can go ahead and put this back on. So we're gonna put that back on, snap that back in place. Okay, and remember, springs go in, so we're going to put the springs in. Okay, let's make sure our wires don't get caught on the inside. And then we're going to take the black piece and we're going to put that back on top. And now we can put our screws back in. We can put our screws back in. So I am putting back in the 3 screws. I just got one that wants to keep turning the other way. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. So now I can go ahead and screw that in. Tighten screw number 2. And tighten screw number 3. So screw is back in, and see, there's no more of the pullback mechanism anymore. And that is basically how I do that. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this back in. So I have to make sure everything lines up. Show the seat and everything is lined up the way it should. Okay, everything is in nice and tight. Okay, so we can go ahead and we can put the body back on. Turn it over, and we can start to insert the screws back. See, usually I would have been able to put the batteries in at the same time, but because it already comes with batteries, it saves it. Now it saves time, and it also saves me from having to use my batteries for this. I can save it for another car. So we're going to go ahead and tighten up these screws. We'll tighten those up. All right. So pretty much once you do that, you know, it should be fine from there. You know, like I said, this is my daily process. This is what I go through every time I get a car shipped in from China. This is the same process I go through, because every car they has needs batteries. I think this is the first one that already had batteries. All the other previous ones that I've had always needed batteries. The Pagani that I did a review on in one of my earliest videos is probably one of the videos before this one. That one actually came with a battery pack, and that's the first of its kind. It came with a battery pack, so that one needs to be charged. So, but other than that, I always have to open this up and put batteries in it, and that's why I was preparing myself by getting my batteries out, because I thought I was going to need batteries for it, but in this case I don't. So now it can move exactly the way I want it to move now. And yeah, so now I can press it and the lights come on, things like that. And you know, but this is exactly what I was looking for. And I like the color of this. I really do like the color. Now, I want to say the blue one. The blue one, I believe the blue one has a different color top. I don't know about the other ones, but I do know the blue one has a different color top. I think the blue one has a white top, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think it has a white top. I do know one of the other ones has a different color top, and I believe it's the blue one. Because the blue one was the one I was going to go for first, because I like the color it is. But I don't want to do too much blue. A lot of times I like to get off-brand colors, because I don't want my collection to be too much or overshadowed by one color. So I try to get neutral colors that would offset all the other colors that I might have a lot of. So I try to get, offbeat colors that I don't have in the collection. So that's why I went with this color over the blue, because I do have a lot of blue. I have a Rolls Royce in that same color blue. So I did not want to go with that. I don't have any cars with this goldenrod color. I have yellows, but not a goldenrod. So this is the one I chose at the end of the day. And yes, this is the 124 scale. And like I said, I'm waiting for the 132 scale versions to become the 124 versions, where it does not have this design on the side. So that's what I'm waiting for. The only features that this has is that it comes with fold-in mirrors. The mirrors do fold in and they fold out. I think that's the only feature this comes with. I think the lights come on once you open it. Yes. So the lights do come on, as you can see. If I open the door, I think they come on this side as well. Yep. So that's another feature that it has. But overall, I will have to give this a 10 out of 10. I like it. I've been waiting for this. I've been anticipating this ever since the 132 scale was unveiled. And I kept checking and checking and checking and checking and checking. And finally, this one hit the market. And I thought it was going to be the solid color without the design. But I'm like, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and get this one regardless of whether it had the design on the side or not. I just wanted to get one of these into my collection ASAP. So now that I have it, I'm totally satisfied with it. I love the color. I love the design. I love the look. And I couldn't be more satisfied. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this Toyota Prado or Toyota Land Cruiser, whatever you choose to call it. And just let me know what you guys think of this Toyota Prado, Land Cruiser, whichever you want to call it. And remember, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications so that whenever I drop a new video, you guys will be the first to see it. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Y'all have a great day, and I'm out.